Hello, students and listeners at home. My name is Iwueze Tochi from St. Charles College, Onitsha, Department of Basic Science. Today, our online lesson is on the Earth in Space, Part 2. Specific objectives. By the end of the lesson, you students will be able to explain the sun, the stars, and the moon. List types of stars. Make a diagram of stars. Explain the solar system. List the 8 planets in the solar system. Now let us go into the lesson proper. The sun, the stars, the moon, and solar system. The sun is a luminous body of very high temperature of about millions of degrees at the center and about 6,000 degrees at the surface. The sun is about 150 million kilometers far from the Earth. So the sun is the body that gives light to the Earth. If not because of the sun, the Earth would have been so cold and dark. But as a result of the light that comes from the sun and the heat, the Earth is now warm and what? Light. The stars. The stars are enormous spheres of gas which release great radiant energy. The stars give light on its own as the sun do. The star generates light on its own. The reason why we don't normally see the light in the daytime because of the light from the sun overshadows that of the star. That's the reason why we are not able to see the star in the daytime. In West Africa, there are 4 groups of stars, and they are the Orion, the Plough, the Scorpius, and the Pegasus. The Orion are best observed between the month of December and April. The Plough are mostly seen from April to July. The Scorpius are best seen between June and September. The Pegasus is mostly seen between September and December. The collection of group of stars is called constellation. Collection of stars is called constellation. Now, these group of stars are being differentiated. You can differentiate them by the months they used to come out, and also their shape. They all have different shape. Look at the one that you are seeing on the screen now, that is the Scorpius. Look at how the shape is. Look at how the shape is. The shape is different from that of Pegasus, is different from that of Orion. Now the shape here is the Plough. Look at the Plough is different from that of the Scorpius. That one is the Orion. Look at how the diagram looks like. The diagram of Orion is also different from that of Scorpius and the other. So you have Pegasus. It's also different from other type of stars. Now the moon. The moon is a non-luminous body. Its light is a reflection of the light from the sun to the earth. which revolve around it in about 29 days. Now, the sun is a luminous body. What is a luminous body? A luminous body are the bodies that do not emit light on its own. They do not generate light by themselves. So moon is an example of a non-luminous body. The moon does not generate light on its own. The light that we see that moon used to reflect is the light that is coming from the sun. Moon is the satellite of the earth. The earth has only one satellite, and that satellite is the moon. The moon revolves around the earth. The moon revolves around the earth. That is why it is a satellite of the earth. The solar system. The solar system consists of the sun, the 8 planets, 32 moons, which revolve around some of the planets. The solar system consists of the sun, the 8 planets, 32 moons, which revolve around some of the planets. So, we have 8 planets in our solar system. We have 8 planets in our solar system. And these 8 planets are listed on the screen. Starting from the one that's nearest or closest to the sun. And the last one, number 1, name of the planets. Number 1 is Mercury. 2 is Venus. 3 is Earth. 4 is Mars. 5 is Jupiter. 6 is Saturn. 7 is Uranus. 8 is Neptune. The smallest planet is the Mercury, while the largest is Jupiter. The Earth is the 3rd planet. So among these planet systems, the Earth is found at the 3rd position. The Earth is found at the 3rd position. Now we have this planet system and their period of revolution and number of moons that revolves around them. Mercury. Take Mercury 88 days for Mercury to move around the sun. It used to take Mercury 88 days for it to move around the sun. Now Mercury has no moon. There's no satellite in the Mercury. Venus, you take Venus 225 days for it to go around the sun, and there is no moon on the Venus. Earth, you take Earth 365 and 1/4 days for it to go around the sun. And the Earth contains only one moon. The Earth contains only one moon. Mars, it used to take Mars 682 days for it to go around the sun. And Mars contains 2 moons. Jupiter, it used to take Jupiter 11.9 years. And Jupiter contains 12 moons. Saturn, it used to take Saturn 29.5 years. And Saturn contains 10 moons. Uranus, it used to take Uranus 84 years. And Uranus contains 5 moons. Neptune, It used to take Neptune 164.8 years, and Neptune contained 2 moons. Summary. The Sun is a luminous body of very high temperature of about millions of degrees at the center and about 6,000 degrees at the surface. The stars are the enormous sphere of gas which release great radiant energy. Group of stars in West Africa are the Orion, the Plough, the Scorpius, and the Pegasus. The collection of stars is called constellation. The collection of stars is called constellation. The moon is a non-luminous body. It reflects light from the sun to the earth. The solar system consists of the sun, the 8 planets, and 32 moons. Names of planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Now, having come to the end of the lesson, I want to use this assignment to test your understanding. Number 1, define the sun. The earth is protected from the scorching heat from the sun by a gas called dash. Define the star. Mention 4 groups of stars. Name the biggest and the smallest planets in the solar system. Do the assignments and submit through my WhatsApp number. My WhatsApp number is 070-3577-9845. Thanks and God bless. See you next time.